He has completed his PhD in Business Administration from Atlantic University, Honolulu, USA. He has been conferred 21st Century Educational Leadership Awards 2018 and recognized as acclaimed educator. In addition, he has also been conferred as the Distinguished Teacher in Management at MTC Management Excellence Award 2018 ceremony at Bangalore. He is also a recipient of Best Professor in Services Marketing at ICBM Conference, Hyderabad on 24th November 2018. Further to seeing his credits, in December 15, 2018, he was accorded acclaimed educator and has been awarded by American Leadership Award 2018. A substantial experience of teaching in the Department of Business Management with specialization of marketing at leading business schools of different institutes and universities in India. Is having his credits of several articles, research papers published in national and international journals, world-renowned international conference proceedings, etc. Is a prolific author and editor-in-chief, Ranjana, a Journal of Management Awareness, New Delhi, listed in ICI, UGC journals, cables, directory, USA, EBSCO, JGate, USA, is a member editorial board, International Journal of Marketing Principles and Practices, Canada, and advisory board member of Harvard Business Review, USA. Apart from this, he is also associated with several journals, national and international, as advisory board member and conducted several national and international seminars and conferences at Delhi, Bangalore, and Chennai and Jeddah as convener. He is author of 4 books on sales and distribution management, strategic management, industrial management, and entrepreneurship development, and business and public policy. Focus on Uttar Pradesh are to his credit. Dr. Alam has been trainer and mentor of executive programs and so far has conducted UGC sponsored program at Academic Staff College, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, AMU Aligarh. Good literature substitutes for inexperience which we have not ourselves lived through, says Alexander. Now, I wish a hearty welcome to Dr. Aftab Alam on behalf of Student Research Development Cell, Shodha, School of Commerce, Jain deemed to be University. Dr. Aftab Alam will be handling the session on review of literature and questionnaire development. Over to you, sir. Sir, you can unmute your audio. Aftab, sir, unmute your audio. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's see.
You can start, sir.
Share. 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 Yeah.
Yes, sir. You can
Yeah,
make
is it okay?
Yes, sir. You can make it full screen, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Audible as well as PPT is visible, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really, it's great pleasure for me to coming back where I am. I have started my career in Bangalore in 1996 when I joined as a lecturer in Bangalore University. That was my under the guidance of Professor Dr. Ashwathappa. He was my mentor, teacher, who allured me and called me to just join, and I was there associated with Center College, Bangalore University. Really, it's a great pleasure to being with you to this most exciting session, speaking on particular topic, that is review of literature and questionnaire development. Before starting this session, uh, I'm highly thankful to Dr. Manwani, who has made everything very easy going me, because he has just given a wonderful session, giving live demo, and it's a kind of things which there is no what to say, what sort of things he is having. He's a full of joy, and he's full of gems of knowledge, research, and various kinds of things he is having within. I wish him all the best for his betterment of your life. Really, he is a true path for the research scholar of the day. Uh, Today, I'm just starting things while going with the research, where Dr. Manwani has already highlighted this, what the research is all about, why we do research, what are the problems, when problem face, how to go about. And he has given wonderful examples of different, like Narayan Murthy statement, trust in God, believe in data. Going back the way, Dilip Singhvi, examples of Dalda, Postman, Safola, and all, like what Sun Pharmaceutical, how has gone. So these are the very true example for the research scholar of the day. And later on, he has highlighted the interpretation. That is the main thrust of today's research. No doubt, research is very important thing, but what we all do that into today's scenario, we do nothing but only do research, not do search, because the God has made everything for us, and only the thing whatever we need and whenever we need, we have to search it out. So that's why it's called research. Okay, so we keep in doing something what the God has given to us according to our need, as Dr. Mani has given so many examples that what the already things are there. Bodily only the thing is you have to make it things in your favor. That is the need of the hour. So research, last he was just expressing his idea. Research is not a floodlight, rather a spotlight. The $1 billion example he has just given. So here I'm just going to start with his word in continuation of what the literature review is all about. Whenever any research scholar, after getting registered, he planned to start his own career in research down the line, three years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever is there. Their main motto is to get something new. Research is nothing but only is innovation, idea generation, expectation, something new, not going down the line 4 5 years passing and just getting something old. Research, you do keep some acceleration, task of the day, task of the expectation. So it will come only when you do some literary work, literature review. Literature review is that which is already there. You have to concentrate according to your need. You have to keep in touch with your topics. After chosen, after deciding, then you just start something doing in according to your corner stage. What you have a plan. The literature review is nothing but only as an idea based on written examples, whatever already published, unpublished, existing idea, existing form, according to your need, you have to go and just get out. So that is a thing which is related to your topics. Next, literature review is nothing but only is a form of scholarly journals published articles which has to be collected according to your need. It can be through journal, it can be through publish, it can be through website, it can be through government gadgets, it can be through government different reports. And this all will be done segregated according to your need. Literature review provides complete description of your need based on your particular summary, evaluation, and something related to what exactly you need on that. Research literature review in today scenario is very, very important, because once you plan to do research, either for Master of Philosophy MPhil research, or you're doing something for your MBA dissertation, or doing something for your doctoral research or postdoctoral research, everything you have to go through literature review on. Literature review is an idea which gives you a systematic and comprehensive analytical approach according to your selected rhythm and segregation idea. After coming down the way according to your segregation of the topics where you have chosen, which has to be done according to your need, as scholarly articles you have to give. Now the question is coming up. Today's scenario, if you see, if you are doing today research, I will talk only in today's context, because we are in electronic era. Everything is available through online gadgets, something else. In earlier days, if you go back 20 years, 10 years, 20 years back, everything was manual. Hardly kind of sources what we are having was available. And we all the way go to the library, a stack room, making bibliography, something in written form, hard through card system was there. And you have to just jot down bibliographically where what topic is available, this and that, whatever. And in today, so many things are there. Only the thing is you should know how to pick up things, because in today, getting things through the literature review, Google is not only the day and commandment of success. So many other things are there. You have to go all the way. Elsevier is there, and Mendeley is there. Something more you have to concentrate after getting data of your going through all the journals, whatever is there. So first you have to have a habit of reading. Today, what happened today, hardly the people going and reading. Gone are the days when the people were keep doing something like copy and paste. This is not age. Today is the era. You must have to be a very, very scholarly, study each and everything. Unless you study, you will not in a position to justify and do some judgmental view. The research is that which you give your own view. Be your own gentle dictator. Unless you become your gentle dictator, nothing can happen. You have to be a gentleness. Gentleness should come out from your heart, not through obvious way. You must have to concentrate on scholarly articles. The scholarly, how can you identify? You have to go through the journals through Elsevier and make out some data bank through Mendeley, Zotex, whatever is there. And accordingly, you segregate data based on that, and you keep a study. Unless you study, you will not able to justify. So you have to justify each and every according to your chosen topic. This is your first task. Unless you do something, you will not able to do some review of your literature. Literature review provide description, summary, and critical evaluation. And how to start literature review? Reading. Choose your topic. The way methodology I have already given. You have to go all the way there. And you start doing reading each and everything after segregation, because Mendeley will give you segregate your topic each and everything according to your need. As and when you're required, you can just go ahead, and different tools are there, options are there if you go in Mendel, uh, and accordingly it will help you a lot to study. Literature review offer critical analysis. What so far? Suppose your topic is impact of organic food in today's scenario, organic food vis-a-vis sustainable development. Suppose this is your topic. So how can you go about? So you have to study about what is the organic food all about, and what are the role of it, and why the people are moving towards and choosing this organic food. What are the reason behind? You must have to consider it. In past, Dr. Motwani had just given so many examples how uh, mm, uh, the sachet has started, and Sun Pharma, how they have just gone through. So accordingly, you have to choose this topic as well, and do some exercise of segregation of the topic, and downloading, segregate automatically, and automatically it will help you to understand this particular for your exercise. Literature review, what exactly gives you, it's a systematic review, is based on responses. What the responses is? Responses based on what you need, because things are available. The God has given you each and everything, but the thing what you need, according to you have to pick and do act according to your need. Because in marketing, everything is available, but the customer, what they want, only those things they buy. Okay, so literature, every innumerable data is available, published materials are available. Based on that, we have to choose the topic, select the topic, and study minutely with full justification. So what exactly the process comes under this literature review? It's a systematic review, is based on responses. Based on what are the responses? Like, first, you have so many questions in your mind, hypothetically, what, how to go about, how these things to be done. You have to work out. First, we have to just go and select the topics. Then accordingly, you have to download the different study physically. Also, you can visit library. Online data is available there. AppSco data, so many things are there. You can just go through the data online library. You can attend. Emerald is also there. So many libraries are there. You can online search out data. After that, you have your own, as I said, be your own gentle dictator. So you must have to just satisfy and justify yourself. We keep concentrating over the Q of your own interest. What the data is. Data is organic food. So what exactly the organic food, and how once the organic food is going on, whether it will be having a sustainable development as a business or not, something like what exactly as a product, or how it's there, something like that, whatever. Then after getting this literature review, what methods you will have to concentrate on that. Methods will be
Sir,
coming up, your
sir,
identification,
sorry,
inclusion.
sir, please. No, I'm not asking a question. I just want to tell you that just come to.
Is there any disturbance?
No, sir, you can continue, sir.
It's okay. Methods. Searches undertaken, how studies being done. So according to that studies, something will be identifications, inclusion, criteria of studies, whatever things are related to that, that methodology you have to consider. Method will be yours, because innumerable methods are there. But how to go about, you must have to select your own methodology of doing something else. Then based on your methodology, you have to do some design. how to start things like whatever. If it is a marketing survey, if it is a financial survey, if it is like supply chain, a business, or whatever things are related to topics or HR or whatever. According to that, you have to give your results based on your application and selecting your hypothetical survey based on and identifying what would be the hypothetical survey and hypothetical test and what test you have to apply them, things like that. So everything depending upon your literature review, because literature review will guide you what is so far has happened and what has to be done and what would be your journey of way. Weighing journey will be what? How the way you will go. Then something last, interpretation based on something is very, very important. Whatever you have identify the problem, okay, as Dr. Matwani has said already, problem it, you have to identify. Based on that problem, you have to apply that problem. Application will become methods, what the method and design you have had. Accordingly, you have to interpret because result will give you insight of your interpretation. Interpretation is nothing but only as an idea of your expression, the way you do, the way you act, the way you move. This is what the thing is all about. It's called findings and your recommendation. At last, what you have just found all about. All about. So next important thing is here steps. Steps in the literature review are coming like preparation of literature review. Some people are raising hands. What exactly? They are asking some question.
No, sir, the questions will be asked in the end of the session because
Okay,
this will
fine. Thank
disturb
you.
the session. You can continue, sir.
Okay. Okay. So steps in the literature review process are how to go about. These are the steps. First, as I in the beginning told you, you have to identify and find out certain scope, because unless until you identify your topic, you will not able to understand what exactly you have to meant, and you not able to justify your belongingness. This is very important. Based on your justification, you will have to find out what would be the scope, why, for what purpose we are doing particular this research. So you have to find out your scope, if it is feasible, whether at this juncture it will be feasible or not. If it is okay, then go ahead. If not, then again and again you have to rethink over it, because this is your final thing to have, you have to decide. Okay. uh, you have to go all the way the process as I told in the beginning. First of all, you have to gather the data. Literature review is nothing but only is a based on your data collection. To search the library, from where you have to get, you can get through the library cataloging system. Online libraries are there. You can buy the so many, you can register for online, so many emerald is there, and Gubier and something more is there, where you can just absco is also through so many data you can just get it. And you can visit central library of your university and surrounding uh, different places. If you are living in Bangalore, so many other, Bangalore University, Janana Bharati itself is having a very rich library where you can just go ahead and just do something more. And so many other universities, Christ University is also there. When I was there, it was only Christ College, Dairy Circle near. So now it's become a university, and across the country, they have just opened so many things. So search the library catalog through something more you have can get it. Read and evaluate what so far you have gathered the data. Reading is very important. Read and evaluate. Unless you read, you will not able to justify. So evaluation is your justification according to your choices area. Then analyze, interpret. This is the thing which you have to concentrate on that. Now, after that, we have to concentrate what are the purpose. For what purpose we are just going ahead. Purpose of literature, why we are just doing. Purpose of literature reviews, these are finding knowledge, identifying different areas, identifying different gaps, because literature review is an idea through when you go in depth, study, and after study, you will find what so far has happened, what is going to happen, and what I have a plan. So something you have in your mind, based on that, you go back to data of 5 to 10 years back, what so far has happened, what is going to happen in next 10 years, 5 to 10 years, you have to decide. That is in between your decisions, you have to point out the gaps. That will be your way of your research. The way which you got the gaps, you will get the gaps only through after going through the literature review of your selected topics. When you get the gaps, you have to identify the gaps. Okay. Suppose I'm just giving the example how to identify the gaps. Suppose I give the example of uh, something you are organic food you are talking about. So you are seeing today everybody is talking about the organic food, but you are getting this is very costly affair. It's not so easy. Even as an entrepreneur, if you want to have your own startup, even though you have to go all the way through different process of certification through the government agencies and all, so many bureaucratic forms are there where highly cost is not very congenial and convenient for you. So what you do is, so you have to see there is a gap, there is a need to do some research on this particular, as uh, uh, Dr. Matwani has already pointed out how the gaps has been found through the ages. Okay, and particularly you have to find out the gaps where something is there. Gaps could be on the basis of product, innovation, development, branding, pricing, okay, size, any kind of that, product development, and brand extension. These are the areas you have to concentrate on that. And consumer buying habits, consumer behavior, consumer purchasing, how often they buy that, something like that. As the sachet, when it came into being in the market, how it's become as a boom in India, and each and every person, because India is a country of very price sensitive. 1 rupee, one sachet, people love to buy rather than going for buying the family pack, because in India is a very price sensitive place. So here consumer buying behavior will be very different as compared to advanced country or developed countries. Uh, if you go to buy, like suppose one any medical store, we have to have one, give me Digen 1. In, in European countries, no one or two packing. One pack you have to consisting 25, one pack. Never you will get single, and with good packing. So that is a system, that is a behavior of buying and purchasing. So this is the system. So have to see the different aspects of different research gaps. Based on that, you have to concentrate. And then you have to find out, identify the relationship of your works, context of your contribution. Based on your topic, what you have to decide. So like whether it could be a sustainable development business of organic food or not, you have to identify the relationship of works, context of contribution. Context of contribution as a startup, as a government agency, government patronage, a startup, something in what government can give us assurance and some weightage to do some as like as a patronage. So in that you have to, each and everything have to point out and make out something uh, very, very justified. And based on that, you have to do some research design. That research design will help you to do further application and further justification. Then again, we have to concentrate something which is very important. Components of the literature review, what are? These are the components. When something we are talking about literature review, but what are the literature reviews all about? Literature review mostly go through these are the components. Objectives, first you have to find out what are the objectives. Then overview of your topics, selected topics, and whatever you have decided based on that. Okay. Then you have to concentrate clear categorization. You segregate, categorize based on that. Suppose consumer buying habits you have decided, startup business, whatever, what would be the things down the line, 5 years, what will happen today if you start this today, what happened, something like 5 years. So that kind of thing usually you have to concentrate on that. So these are the clear categorization. This is also one component. Then particular position of those offering completely different arguments. These are the also components of different peoples, what they have said in their different published literature, because you will get through books, you will get through published material, you will get through journals, leading journals, uh, ABDC journals, whatever the UGC has pointed out. If you do something research today, research is also today becomes so very commanding force today. It's not so easy also today to do some cut and paste and without going in depth and you do something else. It's not so easy. So these are the very important components to particular position of those who has opposed, who has written some criticism on this particularly. Also you have to study and give them weightage to their arguments. Okay, what they have said, they have said what, Y have said what, and according to your topics, according to your things. And based on that, in toto, you have to write. If you are referring to anyone, persons, you have to give citation according to that incorporation. Because if you not do something else like that, based on whatever you have studied, then what will happen? It will become as unethical. And doing something unethical today, what will happen as per the UGC norms today, you have already know about it. Okay, they have just categorized, okay, if you do something 60%, 40%, 10%, whatever, so there are certain penalties are there. And even if you want to do some research on this particularly, you have to go only the care list journals, approved journals publish only, rather than predatory journals, pay and just get it done within overnight. That thing will not be a very justified manner. So this is the thing usually have been put up under this components. Discussion, something is very important, discussion of both distinctiveness as well as the different similarities. Like whatever the decision of your topic is, you have to find out through the literature what the distinctive features within the literatures are already available. Okay, and similar things what exactly is it? Because this will help you while you're writing your research finally, when you have started to do some research. Based on that, he was very argumentative in this. You can just say that way, based on that how. So you have to show it up and make it bibliography. Based on that, whatever things are there, so you can do some justice on that particular thing. Here I have highlighted these are very important, where you can tell something is very important, which are elements. So going not in detail, I have just highlighted those, you have just go through it. Formative works, whatever things you decided under the literature, you just do something in formation. What you need, study, segregate, and do some formative work. Then decide everything according to your topic rather than else. Because mushroom growth of things are lying on road, lying each and every places, but the things you have to pick those which are the need of the day and need of your particular. Then find vain ideas, unnecessarily things which you are not able to concentrate on that. Leave it. Ideas, conclusion, theories based on your available resources, whatever is there, you have get out and make it conclusion. Based on that, you have to concentrate. And something it could be, maybe something like similarity will be there, something maybe differences will be there, like that. Whatever. Then whatever you have to do something that is something related to methodology and research, what I said in before. After doing literature survey, what you have to do is you have to identify the method based on your available study. Then you have to decide the methodology, research, design, that is based on your techniques of research. Okay. And based off research design, you have to see what you need on that. Particularly after getting in touch with your researchers, supervisor, whosoever is there, your respective teachers, you get in touch and find out and show him what so far you have studied, and discuss openly without having online, offline, whatever things will be there. Then only things will be decided really. This is what exactly things are there. Then relationship, whatever you have decided, that's also very important. Relationship between previous study, this is very important. Now the question is coming, may coming in your mind, like when shall it start? Suppose you are getting registered to this year 2020, suppose. So when you have to go study, at least 5 to 10 years back you go, what so far has happened of particular areas, and relatively what so far has happened in terms of development, in terms of novelty, novel ideas. Okay. And that you have to concentrate and apply and try to make it based on that. Okay. Then again, you have to concentrate on your own research. Own research will be your own techniques, research design, what you plan based on your survey of your literature. Then what the existing information, your data gathered so far, whatever. Okay. Based on that, you have to concentrate on that. These are the types of reviews usually it happen. These are the types of literature reviews. Some literature based on argumentative. People are, you might have during your study, you might have found that okay, it's something argumentative. People are keep doing something more concentrating on that. And some are integrative, like according to need, something in addition normal may be needed. Suppose if you need, if you want to start your new car, or add or car extension, brand extension. Okay, suppose the Maruti is going to start brand extension, or Tata is going to have a brand extension on that. So integrative consideration based on that, what would happen, it's relative something. So research that critic area, each and everything you have to synthesize based on available data and resources. So some kind of review will be based on integrative and cross related areas. What others company are based on that, what they are doing, something like that. Some research is based on historical past, what has happened. Okay. Vistas, what has happened in past, what is going to happen in down the line 5 to 10 years. So that kind of thing you have to find out through your historical review. Okay, what so far it was earlier. Or methodological reviews, only you have to have something different methods based on different theories, data collection, analytical approach, and something you have to go stepwise, systematic review. Systematic review is based on critically an appraisal system, something. This has happened down the line 2 years, this, and after that, some marginal growth was there, down was there. Like suppose if you see today, what happened in the marketing financial system is there, and how the market is upsurging or going down, what the reason of all the way after lockdown and what will happen, where our economy is going. So if you have the survey of that, so you will find the reason behind what exactly. According to that systematic, something is happening like that. So based on that, something existing evidence, whatever is there, you have to concentrate and raise and allocate and integrate. This is what the need of the day. And some literature reviews types are theoretical reviews only based on theory. Something like we are concerned with the social sciences only. So some psychological, behavioral, ideological, quantitative, qualitative, whatever thing is you are concerned with this particular, so you have to concentrate on your study. After literature survey, as I said in the beginning, you have to show from wherever you have just taken. So that is process need a citation. Citation is that where from where you have taken data, you have to show it. Now the question is coming how to show the citation. Here, first you know what is the citation. A citation is a reference to a source used in your research, okay? And it is how you give a credit to the author for their creative and intellectual works that you referenced as a support for your research. Because gone are the day when you say something, bhediya aaya like this, gone are the day. In reality, whether the bhediya has come or not, you have to find out in physically. So whatever you have decided, whatever you're supposed to write, it must be on record. So on record, the question is coming how to show it. If you not show on record, what will happen, you know? Through plagiarism, you will be found and you will be caught. And what will happen after caught? How much percentage you have taken something without giving any citation, you will be red-handed. You will be blacklisted. So that should not happen. So the UGC is very much commanding today, and ethical research is very, very important. So after your topic approval, REC also is very important. What is that? Research Ethical Committee. They will have to see from where this hand data has taken, and that data whether has been cited according to the genuine or not. Something also I'm just giving you citation. People used to other citation, they make their own. So that also will give you this citation was given in that, but it is not mentioned in your own way. So you have to do, as I said in the beginning, be your own gentle dictator. Whatever you do your own. Do your own, be your own, and act your own. This is what the need of the hour. Because success is not a matter of luck. It's a rigorous efforts. Dr. Matmani has just motivated you in the beginning very nicely. Success is not a matter of luck. It's fully depending upon your hardcore efforts. Okay, everything depends. Everything you can. You can cross the road, and you can cross the river even if you don't know swim. First, you have to know and you have to learn the swim. Then you can cross. So whatever you don't know, you have to know and then do. This is the what the need of the hour is. So citation process is that is a source which you have taken data from there, you have to show it. Generally, citation should include author's name, data, publisher, information, journal, and DOI. What is that? Digital Object Identifier. What are the citation styles? In today, there are different styles of citation. Our formal way to citation information formatted. It is dictated, information included, ordered, as well as the punctuation. There are many different styles, each mandate order of the appearance. They are coming up. An author name, you have to give punctuation through use of italics and underline emphasis. Here I'm just giving you the style. how do I choose a citation style? While choosing citation style, there are many different ways of citing resources. These are the first is APA, American Psychological Association. Mostly people, they cite their research through APA. Second is American Chemical Society, that is ACS, is often used in chemistry and some physical sciences. MLA, Modern Language Association, style is used by the humanities. And next is the Chicago and Thurabian. Two styles very similar in formatting are generally used by business, history, and the fine arts. Lekin apart from all these things, this is in general view I'm just telling, but everything, if you are research scholar, will be decided by your concerned guide only, or your institutions will decide which citation style will be used. I'm here just giving you APA style. APA, American Psychological Association, is used by education psychology. These are the way of doing psych. If you have taken something, published data from journal or research article or newspaper, journal, online gadgets, or whatever, this is the way. Doing journal ready, these are the way. And last, this is, you have to give the DOI reference as well. For book, action, psychological prejudice, these are the way you have to concentrate. Then SES style. This is the way of SES style. Effective communication or scientific information, editor, publication, copyright, whatever, each and everything you have to give it. It mostly used in generally in books particularly. Then MLA, Modern Language Association style. These are the way. @ union, experts, bond, whatever. Americans mostly use this way. Chicago and Turabian, this is the way of example, Chicago Manual of Style. This is the way of they are doing something and reference like this. So this is the way of overall my first part of lecture. Now the next part of my lecture is based on your literature review. What you have to do is, you have to do concentrate on after getting literature review, you study, identify the problems, and after identify the problems, you select the methods and research design and the way you have to do. While you made any research design, so first what works you have to do is, you have to construct some questionnaire, and based on questionnaire, there are certain structure and something form. What is the questionnaire? Questionnaire is a series of questions consisting of various other uh, your query. Okay, it may be divided from where you have to ask the question, direct question is there, or dealer question is there, manufacturer questions are there, whatever. So based on that, you have to decide long term, short term, what type of your research is. Everywhere you have to do some questionnaire construct based on your need, based on your literature review. And it depends, if it is highest things will like the thesis, so you have to decide very, very justifiably. Then you have to do some survey versus questionnaire. Like if suppose consumer buying habits of uh, consumer buying behavior in Bangalore city, suppose, or particular like Nandini milk is very famous, particularly, suppose. So if you are doing some research on that particularly, so what are the procurement process of Nandini? Okay, so you are doing survey on that particularly. So you have to construct a questionnaire based on certain set of questions used and conduct the survey, which is the process of gathering, sampling, analyzing, and interpreting. So based on that questionnaire, you have to concentrate on that. Now, after that, I will just give you certain examples while you're making any questionnaire. So under this questionnaire, so many things will be there. Uh, but I'm just identifying what exactly the questions are based on, because you are doing in social science research, commerce, finance, human resources management, supply chain management, okay, and something MIS as well. So under this particularly, you have to find out your favorite product as well as purchasing buying habits of customer, your friend, your family, or whatever. So everything will decide first your topics and each and everything depending upon your topic related question. I've just given at a glance, these are the thing usually comes under uh, first data. Like questionnaire, I'm just giving example of customer satisfaction. Suppose customer satisfaction, usually these are the ways. I will share you my PPT so that you can just have a look on that. So like suppose here is the survey, patient survey about particular hospital, how they go about and how they feel like that uh, under the service marketing, suppose. Similarly, the question is suppose question based on a score. Suppose what score you are just concentrating, like strongly, disagree. Later on, I will just give you something more how things come. I'm just giving these are the questions usually it happens under the different related. These are the related question of customer effort score. When you have something, how much do you agree with following this and that? Somewhat, neither, somewhat, agree, whatever. So these are the type of way you have to concentrate on that. Psychological question you ask like, I am good at finding words to describe my feelings. Okay. Never or very uh, rarely true, sometimes. These are the things usually you have to have it. Okay. Like that question also psychologically, when you are just having some psychological question. Demographic question based on population or the people inhabitants area. So or people association of somewhere what they are just doing something else. So like I have just taken from the Adobe, which of the following option best describe your current employment status? Like suppose question is employed full-time, employed part-time, homemaker, retired, whatever. So that kind of thing usually it happens like that in the your question. Now the question is coming up design. How to make a question? Questionnaire design includes first you learn, develop the question. Okay. Okay. Today going everything is available. Monkey survey you go to construct question. Google survey you go to construct a question. Is very easy. It depends. Ready-made things are available. You just only you have to go ahead according to that. But before you must know what to do. So that kind of thing usually I'm just putting across to you. Question development, wording, each and everything are very, very important. Word should be very, very with salutation and regard, eh? And monotonous word should be avoided. Organization from where you are concerned with this, what you plan to do. Okay, I am research scholar of Jain deemed to be university doing survey of this. I would be highly obliged if you do some favor to us. I will just highly obliged. Whatever the data will be gathered from you will be used only for my academic purposes and it will never ever reveal elsewhere. That you have to just put under your questionnaire first on top so that others should not feel otherwise. This is very, very important. Okay. Testing questionnaire length, that also should have to decide if it is for dissertation, it will be short. If it is for like MBA projects based on that particularly short survey, so accordingly it depends. If it is for thesis survey, that it will be long. According to length and breadth, whatever the need of your things, it will be decided according to your need and presentation and question progression. Questionnaire construction usually Depending upon, first of all, you have to draft a questionnaire. Under this draft, whatever things you have to concentrate on that, making group question into themes. Because while you're making any questionnaire, it is decided what you plan. Either you are doing investment survey or doing some any consumer buying habit survey or marketability survey, product development survey, or MIS or HRIS, human resources investment information services. You are doing something, working habits, absenteeism, whatever things are decided. So you have to decide question. You know everything. According to that, you have to concentrate and do that. So whatever you do, these are the things which will apply to all. What are these? Knowledge. You must know about the concerned question, what you are just going to make it. Attitudes. Okay. Then beliefs. This is very, very important. Beliefs is particularly related question you have to raise. You have to put across absolute. You must know about it rather than vagueness should not come out. Vague question should never ever be put up. Should be crystal clear and should never be hide anything question. So that could have to. Attitude, why it is important? Because if you are just going according to the level of the people to who you have to give pay respect and regard also while you taking some data from there. So that attitude is very, very important rather than going, I'm doing survey, please do some help me. Gone are the days. They don't know. Hello, thank you very much. I don't have time. So that should not happen. You have to have a very important things to do something. These are the very important things you have to concentrate on for construction of the course. Then what I said in the beginning, ethical standard must be concentrate on your questions. These apply to all types of research and generally and ethics. Ethics is what? Application will be required with human subjects. Okay. Unethical questions should be avoided. Okay. What are the unethical questions? I will tell you. Application will be acquired with human subjects. Designing questionnaire, human subjects related to day-to-day affair, buying, purchasing habits, consuming, development, whatever things, rather than just asking their personal, when you got married and something like how, what's your wife does, this and that, that type should be avoided. Unethical questions are there. See, what's your age? That also should be avoided kind of this particularly, rather than they themselves just put it like that under their personal questions. If the questionnaire is anonymous, those who do not choose to reply should not be pasted or compelled. Something happened is very important, like pasted or compelled. It's like you have to give the answer. What you do, like some TV channel, if you go today, how they are just nagging, how the way they keep asking the questions. So usually the people forget to go and watch the TV nowadays, because these are the nonsense are just going on. So they are just all doing question and asking question according to their favor only. That should not happen. So accordingly, if you are research scholar, do justice with your questions. Be your own gentle dictator. Dictatorship should always be a commandment of your success. This is all you have to concentrate on your own. Okay. Particularly in earlier days in London, Dillman was the first person who started, but this method hardly the people feel. In earlier, they used to send through mail and through postcard and uh, after pasting the stamp and sending and then uh, uh, wait, getting wait unless answer comes. But nowadays, how thanks to the emerging era of the day and online email service and something is very important to reach across the country, across the globe, and getting something is easily. Uh, so that was the system earlier was there, but hardly these are the things usually. But even if you want to get something in uh, black and white, something in physically getting signed signature, something also you can do apply through the Dillman method of asking question and sending across. When I was doing my MBA and doing something, so that time I did the same. I just send across the people the questions and I got the answer through mail only. So something was that very, very important something. And the chief investigator will know who has not replied. That was the very easy. How many questions you have sent, how many have you received. And today through Monkey survey or Google survey, automatically you get through how much people have responded. After that, how to make a questionnaire, know your question types, keep it brief. I'm just going a bit fast. Use a clear research process, ensure every question important. This is very, very important. To whom you are asking, to the concerned respondent, it should be very, very easy question. Order your questions logically, okay? And consider your target audience. Unnecessary questions should be avoided. Test your questionnaire. Wording and design of the question should also be very, very humble. Humbleness should always be there in the question. Like suppose I'm just giving the example. There are number of pitfalls to avoid when writing questions for the questionnaire. Like a double barrel question. People used to have like killing one bird through one stone. Two birds through one stone. That should be avoided. Double barrel question should be avoided. Like keeping in view that oh, you are doing a job, you might be getting this kind of I think salary and all like that. That should be avoided. So that kind of thing should not be there. And double bad questions, for example, do you like cars that are big and powerful or small or economical? What nonsense. So like questions should be very, very easy and very, very comfortably should expect from the respondent to answer and should not feel otherwise. These questions should be separated out to be clear about what you need to know. Wording and design of the question should avoid what exactly? Long question. People used to write long, long question. People don't have much time to give you answer long. Even if you're sending through online, even the people don't have much time. Ambiguous question should be avoided. For example, old people may be 20 to a toddler or 80 for a 50-year-old. Be specific about such matters, because while you're sending to whom, to the person concerned, expect according to their age, according to their profession, according to their designation, according to their dignity, according to their profession. This is what the need of the hour. Everything should not be all eggs should not keep in one basket. It should be segregated and separated. So accordingly, the question should also be there according to that. Inappropriate level of wording should be avoided. No jargon. That kind of thing, DIV, do it yourself. That kind of thing should be avoided. Okay. And no double negatives. Double negative is that you are asking negative question, but you have something in double. Oh, like suppose you might not be going frequently foreign countries of the particular, because you're not in a position, I think your job is not very, that is kind of, that should be avoided. So you're not buying this car because your salary is not at par, I think so. But nonsense, should be avoided kind of this. So no double negatives, keep it simple and very concise. Appropriate credibility, literacy level should be there. Guidelines, what you have to adopt questionnaire. Always cues you have to put in very, very humbleness, and avoid emotional questions of asking like fascist, communal. These are the words should be avoided. Something, you are fascist, communal, black, whatever should be avoided. Or asking how old is your wife, what is your present occupation, that kind of thing should be avoided. When you see the structure of the questionnaire, introductory statement, purpose should be there. What were the things you should usually questionnaire should carry? Introductory statement, purpose, information, how the information will be used. As I said in the beginning itself, you have to write, I am the research scholar of so and so. Yeah, I'm doing the MBA final year student doing survey of my internship and like whatever the data will be provided will be used only for my academic purposes, and it will never reveal elsewhere. That you have to just give in writing. This is very important. So that kind of thing you have to concentrate on that. Introduce researchers. Whenever you go elsewhere, you must carry your ID from where you are, what you are, something else. And through your supervisor letter should also be there if you are visiting certain uh, other library other than your university library, institute's library. If you are going IIM Bangalore library or elsewhere, just you have to just see something very identified should be there. Confidentiality and anonymity should be always pay regard. Contact for queries and complaints should also be there. Demographic question, particularly for age, sex, education, history, good to use, but should not be a primitive approach. If somebody is giving, it's okay. If not giving, avoid. These are the usually put first to warm up respondent. These are the easy answer. Factual background questions, for example, height, weight, smoking, behavior, whatever. Types of questions usually, how the question usually we used to ask, like multiple choice, rating scale, Likert scale, ranking, semantic, dichotomous, close and open. These are the types of question usually when we construct our questionnaire, we used to apply. Now I'm just going one by one very fast. Multiple choice question is like, what are your company's top marketing priorities? Like providing ROI, converting that multiple choice question, we used to have it. Rating, these are the rating scale. Thanks for shopping at Glossier and whatever. How likely are you to recommend? Like suppose Amazon or Flipkart or Snapdeal, whatever you are just having. So you have to just give like these questions, not likely 0 to 10, very likely. It's up to you. Likert scale is very important in behavioral organizational behavior. You might have a study. How likely are you to return to block advisor next year? Not at likely, extremely likely. These are the Likert scale. Here is an example of 7-point Likert scale. You have to just give it as you, in questionnaire, you have already applied these questions after ending of the session. Ranking, rank the following in terms of importance to you, like doing, fulfilling. These are the rank where you put it. Semantic question is very important of putting while you're doing some behavioral survey, behavioral research. How would you rate your experience obtaining the renter score? Excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. I think you also have put in your feedback form. Overall, how would you rate your experience of whatever? Dichotomous. Dichotomous is also not give more chances to answer, but answer in a very yes and no like that. Whatever. Satisfied, not satisfied. Let's call that dichotomous. Like suppose, how would you rate the support you receive? Good, I am satisfied. Bad, I am unsatisfied. Whatever. Close-ended questions usually, here is an example of close-ended. Okay, here is an example of close-ended multiple choice survey. What content track did you speak on? Marketing, elevating power, sales, customer service. These are the questions you have to put under your questionnaire. Open-ended is simply you are asking and compelling to the respondent to answer it in writing. Or if suppose whatever he say, you can write it on your own with their permission. This is very important. And whatever you write, it must be shown to him. This is very, very important because somebody is not able to write, because gone are the days when the people have to carry the pen. Today, forget about the pen. Hardly the people have the pen to write it, anything else. Gone are the days. So today, when you go for some research, it may happen. Hardly the people have. So today is the era of gadgets. Using gadgets, you have to use it. Even the government of India is also doing some survey. So also doing and making something related to uh, use of gadgets only. Then close-ended is a very answer yes and no. Now, the summary, what I can say at last. Questionnaire are useful tool if properly designed and administered well, then it gives you a way, gives you an edge. This is what the need of the day. A questionnaire is a vehicle which gives you a command of communicate between researcher and your subject, whatever things are there. A good questionnaire is the product of testing and retesting before pre-launch survey, post-launch survey, whatever things. Decide wherever possible, construct, use, and valid and reliable tool. Okay, this is very much. With these words, I can just say I have a habit of uh, telling Urdu couplet, if you can understand me. लाजिम है निज़ामे नौ के लिए जज्बात नए फनकार नए तस्वीर यकीनन बदलेगी जब लोग बदलते जाएंगे. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a wonderful session. Now we are open for queries. The participants can now ask their questions in the chat box. Before that, I would request you all to switch on your videos for the photography for a minute. The link for the feedback form will be sent in the chat box. You are requested to fill it and submit it by the end of the session. Request all the participants to fill the feedback form without fail. Now you can post your questions in the chat box. The questions will be asked with the speaker. You can post the questions in the chat box. The same will be asked with the speaker and you will be getting the response. And the feedback link, you are supposed to fill it within 15 minutes. Don't forget to fill the feedback form. For all the 4 sessions, you are supposed to fill the feedback form to get the certificate. And you have to attend all the sessions of entire day's workshop. So we have, completed 2 sessions. We have 2 more sessions post lunch. Now we are open for questions. I have a question for you, sir, on behalf of the participants.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, I would like to know, in terms of questionnaire development, there are variety of questionnaire. So as a student, if I want to choose a particular questionnaire, so what are the different criteria I have to take into consideration?
Yeah.
That is, students, as soon as we tell students prepare the questionnaire, they will just prepare somehow whatever they want. But what is that they have to keep in mind when they choose a particular type of questionnaire?
Very good question. Yeah, it's as I said in the beginning. First, you have to decide your way, which area of your research is, and everything will be decided by your own. What if suppose you are in finance area, if you are in HR area, if you are in marketing area, if you are doing something like on accounting system, management accounting system, you are doing something for funds flow statement, the way you do something, and profit and loss, something like whatever is there. So you have to choose this area. This is very, very important because your every journey will depending upon your choicest area. Accordingly, you have to decide. And everything after decision, you can construct the questionnaire. General thing will be as usual in all, but perspective will be keep on changing according to your specialization. This is what question.
Okay, sir. I think that was wonderful. Because of time constraint, we'll be taking questions. I think the speaker has shared his contact number and email ID in the
Yeah,
PPT.
you can,
So
yes, you
probably,
can
if you
use
have
me.
any questions, you can raise it to the sir, and they will be very happy to help you with the answer. And
I'm just giving my contact number,
okay,
so you can just have it.
okay, sir. So you took us through the entire, review of literature process and formulating the questionnaire. You spoke about the steps in the review of literature process, and the participants were briefed in detail about the purpose of taking off literature review with reference to identification of research gap. You have elaborated on components and different elements of literature review, types of literature review, citation styles, and you gave an overview of developing a right questionnaire with the structure and the kind of questions which can be formulated. I think it was a wonderful, session with a lot of inputs for the budding, writers, the authors who will be working on the research article writing. Thank you so much for your valuable time, sir. On behalf
Okay.
of Shoda, Student Research Development Cell of School of Commerce, Jain deemed to be University, I thank you one and all from the bottom of my heart, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Now I request the participants to take a break and come back for the session by 2 o'clock. And you have to get the laptop. You should be ready with the laptop because it's a session on data analysis and it requires you to, have some kind of a practice, hands-on practice with the resource person when the session is going on. Now, I request you people to log in 10 minutes early so that we can start the session sharp by 2 o'clock. Kindly fill the feedback form, which is being posted in the chat box. And this feedback form is very much required, very important, and it will give us a lot of, inputs on, working on the programs for the future sessions or future programs. So kindly fill the feedback form within 15 minutes. Don't forget to fill the feedback form. You can join us again by 2 o'clock. That is 10 minutes early by 1:15.